Hi everybody, it's me GhostCritic with a bonus weekend video for you. Yes, I think it's about time we did a comic book haul. Last Sunday I think it was, or maybe the Sunday before, I wanted to try and get to London Comic Book Mart, and because of the terrible train company we have here, they always seem to want to do work on the train lines on a Sunday, which means having to get a bus and a train to get to my destination of London, and I just couldn't be bothered doing that, especially when I knew that I'd have loads of bags of comics to have to kind of carry all the way back to. So this weekend I decided I'll go in the opposite direction. I'll go up to Birmingham, which is about an hour's train journey away, and go and visit two of the comic book shops that I know deal in kind of back issues. The haul that I got, it kind of goes in three sections, as you will see as we go along in the video, and it's kind of recent stuff. There's nothing particularly old here. You're not going to see any Bronze Age goodies, unfortunately, but there's enough exciting and fun stuff to make it worth a watch, I hope. So let's get on with it. So yes, the first trend of my comic book haul this Saturday was issue 1s. Yes, I got loads of them, all these issue number 1s. And I'm going to kick off with Grant Morrison's Seven Soldiers run. This one was of Clarion. And also picked up Mr. Miracle issue 1. Have some more of those to show later, but they just weren't issue number 1s. Vertigo, issue 1 of Collider, which eventually renamed itself as FBP. I have got it in trade, but I just thought it'd be nice to have issue 1 as well. From DC, World's Finest, issue 1. I don't really know much about that. I kind of flicked through it and saw Red Robin in there, so I thought, yeah, might be worth a go. From Vertigo, again, it's Thessaly, a Witch for Hire. It was kind of an offshoot from Neil Gaiman's Sandman epicness. She was not so much a recurring character, but she was certainly more than, you know, just a background character in the Sandman stories. From Infinite Crisis, we have issue 1 of Day of Vengeance. Had to pick that up because it's got the Spectre in it. Issue 1 of Master of Darkness, The Shade. Then Countdown to Mystery, issue 1. I'm guessing this had to do with Countdown to 51 or one of those kind of big epic event stories from DC, but I thought this would be fun because it seems to be dealing with kind of the more magical and occult supernatural side of the DC universe. So they had issue 1, and just for the sake of it they had issue 2 as well, so I thought I'd pick that up too. I heard, I think it's probably Scott and Tim I've heard this from, but I picked up a Rover Red Charlie, issue number 1. They really liked it, so I trust them. I've been looking for this for ages. Kirby Genesis, they did a lot of kind of offshoots, and this is issue 1 of Dragon's Bane. I was really happy to find that. Just for kind of the fun of it, issue 1 of Kaboom's regular show. I love the cartoon. It's funny. It just makes me giggle. It's silly nonsense, and they clearly made a comic book of it too. Issue 1 of Mark Millar and Frank Quitely's Jupiter's Legacy. I'm not a huge fan of Mark Millar, to be honest, but I do love a bit of Frank Quitely artwork, so 50p, had to get it. Astro City Special, Silver Agent, 1 of 2, going on with our Astro City. Now, I can't remember who kept recommending this to me, but I found a copy of The Squidder, issue 1, Ben Temple-Smith writing and drawing on this from IDW, so I can finally give it a good go. Magnus, a Robo Hunter from Dark Horse. This was a 56-page spectacular. So for £1, that's pretty good value if I do say so myself. This hasn't been out so long with Image. I think I heard Wednesday Serial talk about this for a little while, but it was an Image #1 called Dark Engine, so giving that a go for £1. I saw this and I've heard people like Sleepy Reader talk about this, Sleepy Reader 666, and he says it's hilarious. So Gru, Conan the Barbarian, I'll give that a go. So it says Joe Argonis, and he's always a good fun read. Finally, for the issue 1s, I kind of picked these up on a whim. They were, of course, 50p each. They weren't bagged, and they all come from the Before Watchmen. We've got issue 1 of Moloch, issue 1 of Ozymandias, issue 1 of Rorschach, and issue 1 of Dollar Bill. So we'll give them all a go. If you've been watching me for a long time, you will know that my comic book shop did not stock the Before Watchmen line when it originally came out. Less said about that, the better. Okay, next part of the haul is what I like to call my Filling the Gaps haul. This is all stuff I already collect, but I've got gaps within the collection that I need to fill in. So, Gail Simone's Welcome to Tranquility, issue 2 from the very first volume. Glad to find that. That's almost finished the first volume. On to volume 2 of Welcome to Tranquility, which was a 1 Foot in the Grave. That's issue 1. Issue 3, I may have that one. The cover looked too familiar, but for 50p, I wasn't going to take the chance that I actually haven't got it, so I picked it up anyway. And issue number 4. Moving on to The Death-Defying Devil from Dynamite. This was a spin-off from Project Superpowers, which is a great series. Really enjoyed that, and just picking up bits and pieces of the spin-offs that came out of it. Almost finished my run of this. It's another Dynamite title, Flash Gordon's Zeitgeist, and I will finally be able to read it all very, very soon. I think I've got about 2 more issues until I've got the completed series, but I've not read any of them yet because I want to read those all in order. Issue 21 of DC's The Omega Men, another gap filled in that run. Another one, I'm not sure, again it was 50p, so I'll pick it up anyway. I think I might have this, but it's issue 75 of The Exiles. Definitely didn't have this. It's issue 85 of Exiles. You can see all the different kind of incarnations of Wolverine there on the cover. Astro City, The Dark Ages, book 1, and this was issue number 3. I'm hoping I don't have this one. I might have it, but it might just be a different cover because they like to do multiple covers on these. The 1996 run of New Gods, issue number 12. The Shading Man, the Changing Man, I beg your pardon. Milligan and Bocello on artwork on these very early ones. And issue 34. Pretty sure I didn't have this one, but again, 50p for an issue of Spawn number 7. Can't go wrong. From the, I think this, let me just check this. This one's from volume 2. This is issue 10 of Powers. Great series by Bendis and Oeming. From the volume 3 of Powers, we've got issue 4 and issue 7. I've been hearing they're making a TV programme of that. Not quite sure what I feel about that yet. This is Powers Bureau, that's issue number 9 and number 10. Very excited to find these because I'm building up my run of these, and again this is another series that I want to complete before I start reading it. It is Warren Ellis's Planetary. This is issue 17 and issue 27. Great finds here, big run of the Mice Templar. Again, it's another Oeming artist. Volume 3, we've got issue 2. Volume 1, we've got issue 4. Volume 2, we've got issue 9. Didn't put these in order like I should have. Volume 3, number 4. Nice cover there. And number 5 for volume 3. And number 8 for volume 3. Really dig those. And now the rest of them are The Authority. I know I haven't got these. I've only got very few of these, so I know that all these aren't going to be doubled up, but it's trying to figure out what volume they come from. So these could be in any order. I apologise, but we have issue 5, issue number 21, issue number 23, of course Grant Morrison writing these, issue 13, issue 14. This is the 2006 volume, so this is issue 1. Issue number 2. Issue number 15. Issue number 16. 21. 22. And there was obviously a spin-off called The Authority The Lost Year, so managed to pick up issue 7, number 9 and number 10. So they were the ones where I was filling gaps. Okay, so the rest of them are really just because I felt like it. Obviously you saw in the very first part where I showed you the issue 1s, there were those 7 soldiers, ones from Grant Morrison, that kind of series he did. I managed to find issue 2 of Frankenstein and issue 3 of Shining Knight. From Dark Horse Comics, their new kind of incarnation of Eerie, and that was issue 5. An issue of Metal Hurlong, Heavy Metal, from, when's this from? This is from, we got a date, this 2004. Had a read of that on the train on the way back home. Quite good, some interesting stories in there. Top 10, issue 3, season 2. And top 10, issue 4. I said you'd see some more Before Watchmen. It's the only series that I think of these Before Watchmen that I'd like to finish, and that's mostly because of the artwork, which is by Amanda Connor. It's the Silk Spectre, so I've got issue 2. I already have issue 1. It's the only one that I got when they originally all came out. And issue 3. Joe Kubert's Tour, issue 5 from DC. We have a couple of issues of Midnighter from Wildstorm, that's issue 3 and issue 7. Now I picked up issue 1 of this series a while ago and I actually really liked it. It's by Jeff Parker. It's called Mysterious the Unfathomable. Yes. And it's just kind of like this fun, kind of magic, crazy, kooky kind of story that kind of really like, I enjoyed it. It was really good and I was thinking I'm never going to find any more issues of this, and up crops issue 2. I missed out on this and it's such a shame, but it was good to see that I grabbed this for 50p. It's the Shaolin Cowboy and it's issue 2. You buy this for the artwork really, and I know for a fact this is the issue where it's just him fighting a bunch of zombies. I don't think there is a line of dialogue in it anywhere. Joe Kelly's I Kill Giants issue 2 and issue 3. I don't often find these, especially for 50p, but we have issue 5 of Wonder Woman from the New 52 era. I pick these up whenever I see them. I don't have a lot of them, but would like to have. I would like to have the first series up to where it is now, because I know that they're changing creative teams on there. I'm hoping, again, this is one that I haven't already got, but this is a incarnation of Dead Man from Vertigo. This is issue number 2. Got a few of those actually. That's more fitting in the gap. Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser. I don't know if these are reprints of their original title, because if so, I don't know if there's that many. This is book 2. I don't know how many books there are, but it's kind of like high fantasy stuff. I really enjoyed the original kind of 70s. I think it probably was early to mid 70s DC title, Sword and Sorcery, I think it was called. Blah, blah. Arcana the Books of Magic, annual number 1. This was a tie-in with the Children's Crusade. Obviously it's the Books of Magic, so I picked it up. A lot of you are screaming at the top of your lungs about this title, and there's some people that don't like it at all, but I thought I'd give it a go for 50p. A great Francesco Francavilla cover. It is Afterlife with Archie. It's issue 4. Finally, it's issue 43 of Elephant Men. Now, I don't know whether the artwork is the same inside, but I picked this up purely for the cover artwork. It's Brandon Graham, goes on the other side as well. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of Brandon Graham's artwork. The amount of detail and kind of little secret stuff he throws in there, just really enjoy it. And there's my comics. I hope you enjoyed that haul. I'll see you soon.